Hi guys, this is Noemi from Kitty Cats Projects. Welcome back. And today I'm very excited to show you and do a flip through of these nautical themed junk journals. Um, these three have shares the same design elements. They have the same uh, kind of ephemeras and as well as papers inside. um, the only difference is this one here has a wider spine, so it was able to accommodate 4 signatures, while this two here has I think only an inch and a quarter of a spine, so they only get 3 signatures each. So but other than that, all three are the same. And as you know, if you follow me, or if you've seen some of my other junk journals, you know that I usually make these journals en masse. I make 2, 3, 4, 5 or more junk journals of the same theme. And that's only because when I make these journals, when I'm during the what do you call this, the planning process, the first thing that I do is to go through all my stash of materials, take everything out that has something to do with the theme, and then I try as much as possible to make use of each and every materials. That way I don't have to restash them in my craft room to be forgotten. So it, you know, that's why I make them, I do mass produce them. So even with this, I actually have another junk journal, and it's a folio junk journal. That one was pretty chunky, very complicated to do, took a lot of my time. I'm gonna link the the video of that folio junk journal and nautical theme as well. um and then I'm also gonna link my Etsy shop where you can see and buy these junk journals. So anyway, yes, I made all these 3 journals. I'm gonna walk you through this one, and then I'm still gonna show you this too, but when it's time to show this too, I'm just gonna put the video on mute with some background music. So I hope you enjoy, and you stay for the rest of the flip through. So when I was making this journal, I actually envisioning this um, to be a simple one, not too embellished, but not too embellished, but not too little, just enough, just to fill out the entire book. For the cover, I have a focal point here, which is I love the graphics here, the image. This one is from graphicsfairy.com. I subscribe to their premium membership, and yeah, this is one of them. I think they are lovely. And when constructing my cover, I usually use if I don't make my own cover, I usually use thrifted hardwood books covers. I think they are the easiest. This is the easiest junk journal covers to make. You don't have to, you don't have to make a lot of measurements or a lot of, extra step to make them. You just cover the cover with paper, with fabrics, or with paint. So this one here, all 3 of them are from the cover are from a hardwood not hardwood hard book cover. Okay, So as a decoration to the focal point, I just glued down some buttons, just to give, you know, to give not an illusion, but just to represent bubbles, because this is a, you know, water theme, nautical theme junk journal. And then I just attached this printable text that I got from an Etsy shop. And for the closure, I have here a hitch knob with an elastic to secure it. And this elastic is fully adjustable. So another interesting part, not interesting, but I would say also a focal point, but a focal point should be just one. But I just love how it turned out, so I'm also gonna consider it as my focal point, is this dangle over here. So I just love the way it turned out. So when I was constructing this dangle, I was, you know, I was imagining a fisherman's net, and this is all that is caught in his net and his haul for the day. So what you have here is a lot of assortment of goodies, like these ones. These are we have here vintage and new, not so vintage buttons. We have here some metal charms, a lot of beads, small, different sizes, different shapes of beads, and what else? And these charms, paper charms here, are from a printable from, again, Graphics Fairy. I just fussy cut them, and then glue them on a file folder, and then seal it with a glossy medium, just to give it that gloss, that shine, and to give the paper some strength. So when you feel the paper, it doesn't feel, you know, flimsy, doesn't feel soft. It actually feels kind of hard, like plasticky. So yeah, so we have here we even have an old boots on the a fisherman's net, fishes, shells, more fishes, and such. So tuck away onto this focal point is just a tag. So this tag is made up of vellum. Actually, the text here was printed in a copy paper, and then I just put the vellum on top, just to give it to give an illusion of it being underwater. So it goes there. Open it. The rest of this junk journal is actually pretty simple. This is just moderately embellished with pockets and tucks and printable ephemeras. So we open it, and on this side of the cover we have printables. These again are from Graphics Fairy. This one here is a leaflet. Do you call this a leaflet? I think so, right? It's a promotional material for an art exhibit about the Titanic. It's Titanic exhibition. It's right here in Manhattan. So this one here came from a digital kit from an Etsy shop seller. Here is the pocket. I have here this original vintage booklet about large fishes. It's actually a part of a booklet on big fish contest. It's about a fishing contest out there in Ontario, Canada. Tags, printable tags, notepads. I have here a side pocket with this one, what do you call it? A cut from a scrapbook paper that you can use as your journaling card. This is a vintage book page, a vintage book page. This is a vintage notebook page, which I found from an antique shop. Vintage. This one here is a part of, I think, this one, this, no, they're different, but they are, this one here is a part of a digital text from Etsy. Here is another pocket. This one flips 3 times, and inside each is just a, you know, a piece of tag that I made from manila file folder. I stenciled this image there to just give it a little bit interest so that it's not so plain. I cut it to size so that it will fit this it will fit through this pockets. So you can use this as, you know, additional journaling space. It's snugly fit in there, so you sometimes, you know, when the tag or the ephemera is just the right size for the pocket, sometimes you gotta give it a little bit more, what do you call this, push, or, you know, tug to, for it to come in, to get in and out of the pocket. So this is the other side of that papers. Here's another pockets with multiple layered pockets. On the very top you have a what is this, layaway? I think it's a layaway. It's a printable. So actually, with my ephemeras, I love to mix and match. There are plenty of sellers of vintage style ephemeras that you can use for any kind of your junk journals, as long as, you know, as long as you make them vintagey by using distress ink. Or you can even use this for, you know, like not vintage style junk journals. Just don't stress, you know, don't apply distress ink on the edges. But for the most part, I do mix and match, and I reuse a lot of my printable ephemeras. So this one here are original pages from a vintage mini notebook that I got in my stash. Again, I'm trying to I'm trying to make use of that notebook so that I can, you know, I can make use of all of the pages, and, you know, I don't have to restash them or restore them. This is from a printable again, and this is from a notepad. And here I probably use 2 or 3 digital kits for this journals, and I did make my own coffee dyed paper. This is an original from a vintage book, The Robinson Swiss Family. That's a chapter on this book, but it's actually a Robinson Crusoe book. Yep. And this one here is a vintage book also about macrame knots. I included this here because, you know, one of the things that you need to learn when you're sailing, or you're a sailor, or you go out sailing, is how to tie a knot. Yes, it's kind of like a skill when you're out in the ocean. So here's another ephemera pocket. I actually used this, made one like this for my Jolly Book folio junk journal and my botanical journals. So more of that notepad. This is a printable You open it and you have here a journaling space, or you can put here your 3 by 4 what do you call this, photo. I just decorated it with stickers and washi tape. And at the back we have here, this is also an original vintage postcard. This one is a printable, so you just put this here and it frames the little girl over there. So here we go with more of coffee dyed paper, vintage. This is the other side of that, the other side of the signature page. This is a coffee dyed envelope that I made, and inside are original pages from a very old catalog. It's very old. The paper itself is, it's not brittle, but it's on its way there. So here's another pocket, and this splits up like this for more journaling space. In here there's a pocket here. This is an original postcard. This is an original postcard but not vintage. This one is vintage. This one is a reproduction. This one is a printable, and at the back is a pocket, side pocket. I have here a printable, a notepad, and a tag. Here, tucked away here inside is just a printable and just a photo mat. This one, as I was going through all my stash, I found a lot of these photo mats that I use for, I think I used this for a different project, and I said I might as well use it since the color matches with a nautical themed journal. Here's a doily that I coffee stained. Another one of that macrame knot book. Here's an original vintage songbook. It's not in English. I'm not sure what I'm not sure what language is this, but rest assured, I don't think this is the wordings are inappropriate, because the book cover is depicts that of a countryside, countryside image. So I don't think there's anything obscene or inappropriate. So here's another pocket with a hidden, I think it's a hidden pocket. On the side is just this tag that I made with washi tapes and stickers. And for closure, I just made this one with a stamp of a compass. You open up, there's actually a hidden pocket on top. This is a bookmark, or you can use it for if you're making a spine for a junk journal. Just don't dip this too low, because I just put it there to kind of balance this one out. Open up and we have guest checks, printable, and this is a ephemera ticket, and you just stick it in here, this pocket, and then you close it this way. You close it with this tag here. That's how. And here's another envelope. Inside the envelope is more printables, both, and just this one. Here we have the other side of the papers for the signature. So we have here another pocket. Again, it has a hidden pocket on top with just tags. Don't put it all the way in. It's just to let the new owner know that there is a pocket. Printable seaweed, I think that's a seaweed, and these are also printable labels. I'm gonna put something here on this side pocket. I forgot to put something there. I will put something just to let the new owner know that there is a pocket there. I mean, there is a tag there. So inside there is a side pocket where I put 3 of these memo note. This is a note. It comes as a notepad, and I got this from Timu, which is they come in a pad, and they are all like vintagey, and this is what I used to cover. Yeah, this one, my pockets. I mass produce my pockets as well, so that when I make my journals, I just I just put it on in the journals. I don't have to make new ones. So yep. So I'm almost done with the pad. I have just a couple of it left, and I'm gonna make more pockets just to so that I can use up the rest of the memo pad, the notepad I mean. The doily, and that's the end of this journal. And we have at the very back another vellum pocket that mirrors the front. So we have here a printable, another printable from Graphics Fairy, and a printable library card. And at the very back, it's just a badge, a printable badge that is the same image as on the front of the journal. So with that being said, that's the end of this junk journal here. I'm now gonna show you these 2 journals and this one, but I'm gonna put the video on mute with background music for you to enjoy. And again, if you're looking for junk journals, please do stop by my Etsy shop. I will link it down below, and enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you.